Fleet enhancement supplied.
Okay, so our corvettes are now a little bit stronger. How do we compare? We're still equivalent, even though we're actually like really decent at technology. I'm surprised that we're still equivalent. Our continued studies of the massive skeletal remains on Garbia 2A have managed to shed some light on how the creature ended up on the moon. There's a very faint residual energy readings that indicate some kind of dimensional portal existed briefly towards the rear end of the skeleton. Science Officer Bjornvar theorizes the creature passed through this gateway from another dimension only to quickly perish in the hostile environment of Galba 2A. Why it did this and where it came from are questions that may never be answered. Bjornvar gains experience. Gains Meticious. That's a discovery chance. Okay, hold on. Ram Sword. Nottle. Mad Dog Bjornvar. Bjornvar's a level 5 now? And you're currently on Anomaly Discovery duties. I think what I'm going to say is I would like you on system survey duties down here. And the other ship, which was going to be surveying down there in the south, which was you. You finish up surveying that. And then that. And we'll decide after this. You can go ahead and build me a starbase outpost over here.
System survey concluded.
Then Midgard. I think I want to get another city district because I'm gonna need more Empire Sprawl buildings because this is starting to rack up. For which we will need more minerals. And we are on the verge of running out of consumer goods, so hopefully you get... Oh, okay, we're on a -1. That's really annoying, because I thought I'd calculated that where you get 15. That's because... Nope, both of you are being used. Why are you only producing 6? Where have they gone? I apparently can't build any more civilian industries here. Or am I just blind? Nope. I am not just blind. They are not there. Jobs base production 15. Where does it say what the planet limits are? Oh yeah, planet limit 1, you're right. Huh. So how do you go about specializing planets these days? I think this is actually kind of encouraging you to not specialize. Civilian industries adds jobs to industrial districts allowing you to specialise. Not many, though. 2 jobs. I still don't get why I'm only getting 6 consumer goods. Instead of the, what was it, 13 that I was being, no, 15 that I'm being promised. What am I missing here? That's what one job produces. Yeah, 15. I get that. So why am I making 6? That's the point I'm making. Shouldn't matter, it should still have the output, and then it just gets used up by somebody else. Produces 6. Yeah, 6.6 each. 12. That's still not 15. Upkeep 12. Upkeep 6, 12. No, upkeep's the same. I guess it is their own personal upkeep, which would be, what, 1? That's still 14 instead of 13.2. I guess it's rounding. That's what the problem is. And this says nothing about consumer goods as an upkeep. Well, that's annoying, because I would have just built another consumer goods in this city in that case. Now that I know that I'm still going to be short. Yeah, I think it's the rounding. Because you're right, produces 6.6, uses 0.5, which is 7.1. 7.1 times 2 is 14.2, rounded is 15. So what you're saying is, whenever you see a number like 15, actually minus 1. Assume it's a 14. Yeah, true. Oh, wrong place. Then why is it listing upkeep and produces separately? Surely this should just cancel each other out. It's designated as a refinery world. Where? It's not something you can change. It's automatic based on what buildings you have. How? Oh, picked automatically. Alright, well this is new. You did not used to be able to do this. This is definitely a Forge world. Refiner world? Oh, because of the Zrow, I guess. Yeah. I love how Jorvik's a far rural world, despite the fact it has no agriculture whatsoever. Okay, that's random. It did not always work this way. It definitely did not always work this way. Yes, I'm thinking that you need to become in the Forge world so we can get more of the alloys out of that. Then Gotland needs to be the... I also don't understand why this button isn't up here. So, you know, you can click it next to that. This feels like an afterthought. Oh, it does actually state down here now. Previously it said nothing. See you, Bamboozle. Unfortunately, I need a nap. Getting woken numerous times this morning totally screwed me over. That's how I felt on Monday. 3 hours of sleep, meeting. 2 hours of sleep, meeting. Streams. Ugh. Oh no, I didn't have streams on Monday, but still, yeah, it was like 3 hours, something, 2 hours, something, 2 hours. That's why I'm feeling very tired at the moment, because I'm still recovering from that. For at least a year it's been like this. I haven't played this in like 2 years. But I'm glad that that's changeable. And there is absolutely nothing to suggest, well, that button actually has any relation to this whatsoever. You can change the outline options on the right. Really? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good change. Because remember... In fact, I know for a fact you could not change that yourself. Because remember, I used to put the designation in the title. So I'd be like, energy, E, Gotland, F, Midgard. Because I would have to select the designations myself. Outliners knew this patch. Well, that's good. That's a good change. Well done, Stellaris. Oh, I really like that. That's really good. Alright, so Midgard. You're a colony world, so I cannot set your designation. Okay. Now, has that fixed my problems? No, Gotland is still not producing enough. You should have... Oh, this just reduces their upkeep. It doesn't actually increase their output. It reduces the amount of minerals they use as opposed to the output of consumer goods. That's not what I want. I want your output to go up. I'm still one short. Ah! There we go. It just needed the end of the month. Alright, so minerals are still within acceptable bounds. We do still need more food, almost certainly from Midgard. Midgard's going to have to be the food producer. And then we are now short on energy. But energy is fairly easy to fix. We just build more mining stations. Alright, Biggie Smalls. Why are you not doing nothing? May as well go up here because this is a dead-end area. One of the things which is actually kind of unexpectedly really nice, which I just want to emphasize, Map the Stars increases the hyperlane detection range by 1, so you can see where these dead ends are more easily. That's pretty nice. Following a thorough investigation of Hoof 4A, the Whitey is Here crew has confirmed that the planet used to be covered in flowing water several billion years ago. However, the geochemical composition of the planet's basalt crust proved highly hydrophilic, so much so that Hu-4A's thirsty rocks eventually absorbed and bound all of the water in its surface. Now all that remains of these vast oceans are salty brine streaks lining Hump-4A's numerous canyons. Science Officer Ramsword adds that the mineral hydrates now dominating Hump-4's landscape could have very many valuable industrial applications. Part of the thing with the anomalies is all of these systems are going to be stupid productive. Ship prefix should really be the VLS for Viking longship. That would be good. I don't know if there's a way of changing that now, though. I don't think there is. Diplomatic weight, 260. Oh, that's interesting. What's yours? 221. Ah, fleet power 20. That's a bit of an insight. Fleet power 20, so we have the same. 115, 76, 49. I have more pops than they. I have more economy than they, and I have more technology than they. I am stronger, and I am building up faster as well. Our survey of Fevalian 3 has revealed that it used to be a pristine continental planet with a mild climate as little as 1,000 years ago. In stark contrast, the atmosphere today is extremely toxic, the surface highly irradiated, and the world has long since lost the ability to support life. We have detected signs that the planet was the scene of an incredibly destructive thermonuclear war waged between factions of a relatively advanced indigenous pre-space civilization. Get even more stuff. A surprise catch. A spy master watching over the Peturi state reports a surprise. Successful acquisition of a new asset. A sympathetic contact who will be of service to our operations as and when we need them. All efforts have taken to ensure that this new contact is genuine. Protocols have been established which seek to maximize the risk of potential double agents, for example. Well, minimize. Minimize the risk. That's probably better. So, what does that do? And we have an election. So if we go to the Peturi state, and then to espionage, boop. And then here. Maximum infiltration level +5, operation modifiers +4, economy operation skill +4. Which makes it more likely that some of these will trigger. And you're an economist, so anything with this... Oh no, it's not. Subterfuge is that one. And economy... There apparently is no economy operation skill. Except there is. It just doesn't have a filter. And the infiltration's level is going to go higher. We have a medium infiltration of the government. Okay, this is kind of cool. That's a really cool system. I like that. I miss the various different types of ships you could build. I don't like the simplification of it to an RPS mechanic. That hasn't changed. Ship designs hasn't changed for a long time. Gee, a materialistic civilization susceptible to bribes, who knew? Well, materialistic in this sense doesn't mean search for wealth, it means materialism as opposed to spiritualism. I don't think it's the best name choice they could have used. Should have been like secular versus spiritual. Secularism versus spiritualism. And it is a weird choice, because in common parlance, materialism is very much wealth. When you give the forger industrial world shifts respective jobs of industrial districts on said world, specialising them towards specific outputs. I saw that, but that didn't change anything, because both people were on artisan. So I'm not entirely sure how we gained more production. The opposite of materialism is idealism in the philosophical sense. And even then it doesn't work. Like, materialism was just a bad choice. Yeah, I know they're from a building. That's why I built a factory there. I'm not sure the point you're making, Faceless. Both are artisans. Both were already artisans, because I knew that they were doing 6.6 each. We checked that. Yeah, we don't have any industrial districts here. I know. That's why I know that there are only 2 working on that. I don't understand how this went up, except for the fact maybe that something I hadn't calculated. It does reduce their upkeep, but not in consumer goods. The consumer goods upkeep is still 0.5. So upkeep in this instance is input. Upkeep is the wrong name for that. It means input. It reduced the input. Second pod might have switched and stats don't update until the second day in a new month. Maybe. Yeah, terminology in strategy games is always difficult. But having... would I really I mean, yes, having worked as lead writer and a designer in a strategy game, I know the importance of terminology, and that's also why I usually sit here with like a thesaurus right next to me, so I can make sure that I have the very best definition for a particular point that I'm trying to make. Right, so we are electing the new Jarl soon. We could keep Leif in place. Wait, his agenda is slave optimization? We don't even have slaves. What? Oh, his traits are excellent though. An explorer, of course, it's Leif Erikson. And Home in the Sky, which also sounds suitably explorer-y. But seriously, what the hell is your slave optimizations all about? We don't keep slaves. It's expressly prohibited. Well, I think that Lil Tomton is probably the best man for the job at the moment. That 10% research speed would be nice. Even though it would mean losing one of our scientists. This is actually one of the things I dislike about the election system is we'll lose a leader. Wait, aren't you an envoy? Who are you? Yeah, you are. Their lives are all about the same. Except actually, Ilish will live long. So he does have traits. Even though he's an envoy. Okay, that's a weird system. He's a leader, but not really a leader. Oh yeah, I'm not electing one of these. I'm just kind of bemused by it, shall we say. Right, I'm going to go and build one more corvette, so I'm at my limit. Encounter in Milist Samtu. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens. Alright, well, I think that Ilish is about to have a job. Go say hi. Learn how to say hi more good. Oh, those are the double world place. Oh no, that was here. We found another one. Continental 25. I think we saw that previously. Yeah, the 25 we'd seen before. Okay. Anyway, it is nearing 8 o'clock, and I think that this is a pretty good point to end this one. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this. If you are, be sure to hit the follow button, just like Blue Soul, SC, Terran Marine, Old Dog, Chun did previously. Thank you very much to you all for your follows. I do hope you're enjoying this. If you are really enjoying this, then please do also consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or you can, of course, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking, and a Discord, which you can find at Discord, link which will be appearing in chat. Now, because we have Shenrir as our governor, we are, of course, going to go and raid Shenrir. So head on over there, say hello from Mordred Viking. I think we should say something special. What should we say to Shen? Oh, what was the trait that he came up with? The really bad trait that he had. Arrested development. Right. I think I'm just going to say something like, sorry for firing you, Shen. So we're going to hit his stream with sorry for firing you, Shen, just like that. So copy and paste it when we arrive. And that is how we will announce our arrival. I think it would be a good way of doing it. I will be back again in 1 hour, so at 9 PM this evening, British Summer Time, we'll be back. We'll continue with the stream at that point and see what other shenanigans these poor lost Vikings could get themselves into. But it does look like Shen is just starting a new game, so I think this is a perfect time for us to arrive and say hello. So again, head on over there. Sorry for firing you, Shen, with the long ships. If you are a subscriber, that's a great idea. So Esquire, thank you for that. Thanks everyone for watching. In the meantime, I will see you 1 hour from now. Until then, goodbye.
Sister and I have